name is Ximo Rosell and I'm a robotics teacher in IES Bernat Guinovart, and this is a new video tutorial for the Erasmus Plus project Robintech about EPLAN 2025. In this video tutorial we will be covering how to insert cables and how to designate connections. So let's go to EPLAN. And for today's tutorial we are gonna be working with this basic schematic that we did in previous videos, and we have the power supply page, the power circuit and the control circuit. The first thing we're gonna do is we are gonna insert a cable. Cables are those connections outside of the cabinet. Okay, in this project we will need 3 cables: the main supply cable, which comes from the wall socket to the input terminals, and the cables which will lead to the 2 motors that we have in the project. Okay, so to insert a cable we'll click in insert, and here we have cable. Okay, so we just click in it and we click and drag all over the wires we want to be in a cable. Okay, in this case the 3 phases, the neutral and the earth connection. We click again and now we have the properties of the cable. In here we just leave the device tag the way it is, W, and here we are gonna write the number of connections. In my case this is a 5-wire cable with the ground. Okay, so I enter the ground here, and next I will just choose the section. Okay, in this case this will be, for example, a 4mm cable. We just click in OK, and here we will have the connection. It might happen that the colors chosen are not the correct one, the right one. In this case this one is red, it shouldn't be red, so I double click on it, and here in color I will just choose the right color, which will be green yellow. So I select it and click in OK. Okay, that's simple. I will go to power circuit and I will do exactly the same. I click in cable, I click once, I click again. This will be cable number 2. In this case this will be a 4-wire with ground, and the section for this one will be 1.5. Okay, so here everything is correct: black, brown, gray and green, yellow. And I'll insert another one for the motor 2, and again this will be 4G, and this will be 1.5 again. And that's it. With this we have all the cables drawn in our circuit. Alright, now we are gonna do the second step of this video, which will be designate all the connections we have in our circuit. Okay, to do that we'll click in connections, and it is important that we choose in which page or project we are gonna be inserting the designations. Okay, in my case, since I want all the wires in the project to be, all the connections in the project to be designated, I will click in the project. Okay, so in my case I'm clicking in Robintech tutorial, and the next thing I'm gonna do is, this is a 2 steps procedure. So the first thing is place the definition points, and the second step will be enter the designation. Okay, so let's start with placing the definition points by clicking here. Here I will choose just the default setting. Okay, and as you can see, EPLAN has inserted a few definition points in all the wires that we have in the project, okay, in all the connections. So far they don't even have a label or a name or anything, they have just placed them, okay. Now the second step will be again clicking in the project and clicking in enter designation. But now we are gonna modify this, okay, because the way EPLAN does it by default, it's a way I don't really like it. So we are gonna click here in the 3 points, and now we are gonna modify the default scheme, okay. So to do that, instead of modifying the original default scheme, I'm gonna copy it. I'm gonna make a copy. This will be named my default, my scheme, okay. Here customized scheme electrical engineering. We click in OK, and here we have a few tabs which we will leave the way they are, except the designation one, okay. This is the way EPLAN will designate our wires, okay. So we're gonna modify this, so we can either double click or click here in the pencil, which is edit, and here the first thing we're gonna change is the extent, okay. We will change it to signal state, okay, because we want all the signals to be designated with the same label, okay. The others work differently, but this one is the one that I think works better, so we choose this one. And here in the designating format, it will just add a counter, but in my opinion, on what I've seen in companies, they usually label them by inserting the page number, so the wire is easier to find in the documentation, okay, in the documents and in the schematic. So I will click in page, and I will click it move to the right. The minimum number of digits we are gonna place 2, for example, and here we will modify the order in which the cables are labeled, okay. So I want the page number to be first and then the counter, so I will move this up by clicking here, and that's it. That's the way we're gonna leave it, okay. So I click here in OK now, okay, and I'll finally click here in OK. This is a preview of the wiring that will be included in the project. So here we click OK, and as you can see, our wires have been labeled, okay. So this will be 10001, 10002, because 10 is the page number, okay. So this is page number 10. That's why all the wires in this page are 10 and the counter. If I go to the control circuit page, we can see that these two, for example, they are the same wire. They have been labeled twice, okay, but with the same number, 30028, okay. These are the same, okay. And with this two-step procedure, we will have all the wires in our schematics labeled, okay, all the connections. And that's it. Hope you don't have any problem doing it, and we'll see you in the next videos. Bye.